excited regarding this conference because this is for the first time that medical and social sciences are coming together to unite with many sub-themes. So that is also making me quite nervous because not only for the first time in the world, this is also for the first time in my department as well as in the institution as well. So I look forward to this conference as a very good landmark to set some benchmarks for others to follow as well as for us to meet the standards even in the future.
It's disappointing to speak about gender movement, gender equity, gender equality, gender inequity. We are living in the 21st century, but people are struggling for their identity. People are struggling for the class and caste, region, religion, language, race, ethnicity, so many things which are burning across the world.
We are not here to just rethink about the problems that we always have. It has become a common thing that we always keep discussing. These are the problems we face in the society. And then when the conference ends, the matter also ends. And the issue is taken up only in some other conference somewhere else. But what transpired and what inspired the people who attended the conference dies down, an unnatural death, and it is lost. It gets totally disseminated without anybody even seeing what has happened. So here today we are to celebrate humanity, not to find problems, to celebrate mankind. So we are proud to be human beings, and we should be dignified as human beings, and we should stop being hypocrites. We should stop writing things on paper. We should stop holding workshops and training programs just for the sake of asking people to come down for a sightseeing in that particular place and then go back doing nothing, enjoying the holidays. Are we here only to do that? So no, we are not organizing this event with that intention because we have worked for 2 to 3 years on this concept. And to realize such a dream is not a walk in the park. It has to be the path we have tread with lots of thorns and with lot of struggle. And that demands a lot of dedication. And that demands a lot of sincerity. And that deserves a lot of unselfish, selfless attitude. And I have always given importance to the attitude. I always tell my students, have the attitude first, then think about building up something else. So as rightly pointed out by most of the speakers, Registrar has spoken about the legal perspectives, but no matter what you talk about the law, unless it is implemented, unless it is accepted by the society, that is not going to have any sort of value. And as we have heard, the chief guest of today, Akkai Padmashali, she was so emotional, and even now you can see her eyes are welled up with tears. So is this what we are giving her? Is this why we have called her to honor as chief guest and just to attract the media, just to show off that we want someone from the ostracized section of the society to be the ornament of the function today? Is that all we want here? We just want to applaud and say, yes, we honor this person who has got the Rajyotsava Award. We are proud of you. We are proud to be in Karnataka. As a Kannadiga, we are proud of Akkai Padmashali. Is that all we are going to say? Or are we thinking that the civilization of today, we are going to at least bring about some changes in the thinking, in the attitude, by making some serious, scientific, sensible, applicable, implementable deliberations, by inviting all the social scientists of the world, as well as the medical specialists, the clinicians, the psychologists, the public health specialists. So all these people are going to have just fun over here, or are they going to seriously propose something seriously to the government and policy makers? So are we going to do this seriously? Are we ready for this? Are we ready to bring about some revolutionary changes? Are we proud to do this? Do we have the steel? Do we have the nerves of steel? And do we have the guts? And do we have the ability to oppose the mainstream of the society and swim against the tide if need be? Are we ready to do that? These are the questions that we would be answering once we find that we are at the end of the 4-day conference. We are not here to just please people, invite people, just like it's a function. It is not a function. It is something that we need to seriously think about. It is something that we need to harp upon and convey something to our authorities. And we have a very good Prime Minister who has been doing a lot of good work, and I think he should hear our voice as well. Otherwise, this is a waste of time for everybody who has done this. It is a waste of time for all of you who have traveled from far off, from all over the world to attend this function and forget it. I don't think so. So let us join hands and work together. Let us be bold enough. We are no longer living under slavery. Stop being slaves. Stop treating your children as slaves. Stop treating your students as slaves. And stop treating your children as slaves. So let us come out of this slavery. Let us come out of this drudgery. We have to walk. We have to talk about these things, and we have to hold our heads high and walk and say, yes, we belong to the human being society of today's civilization. It means we are now civilized, or soon we are going to become civilized.
I'm very glad to be in India. This is the second time I'm coming to India. I was in India last year in Hyderabad, and I liked the interaction, I liked the warmth of the people of India, and I learned a lot. And when I got an opportunity to come to India again, I did not blink. I jumped to the opportunity. Why? Because I knew where I was going, and I knew the kind of people that I was going to interact with. This conference has been a source of dialogue. Conferences are supposed to be an experience of thinking and learning. But the ability to think is linked with our emotional state. So I wish to stress the point that the high quality of the contribution triggered a live discussion. And this process of working has been supported by the caring that the organization has pursued in offering special treatment to the participants.
So it is important to take care of our capacity to observe and think critically. Concluding, gender equity implies the ability to familiarize with diversity. That means to tolerate different forms of identities. Tolerance is in opposition to violence, and this is a phenomenon that has individual and cultural implication. That's what I learned most from this conference, and I express my gratitude. Thank you.
Very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Like it's been, I spent years together in this 1 week. I aged a lot. It seems like I spent years together in these last few days. That has been the amount of pressure to get most of the things in order and to fulfill some of the objectives that we had identified over the last 3 years. I would say that this journey is not going to end with this function, and it's not going to end at the Senate Bhavan. It's not going to end for all of us. It is going to continue when we report tomorrow morning back in our own departments. So let us not think that the conference has ended. Let us think that it's another day. Day 6 begins from tomorrow. So all of us should get up, think about what next has to be done. How do we make up our minds and decide our objectives, and then short-term goals, and then achieve the long-term goals. So I call upon everyone not to attend any of the training programs or workshops or conferences just for the sake of getting together, just for the sake of having a banquet, just for the sake of getting CME credits, just for the sake of getting one more certificate, and just for the sake of adding something onto your CV. That should not be our aim. Automatically the CV keeps building up. Automatically you keep climbing higher and aim for these skies, then you will definitely reach the top.